we want to go ahead and check out everything at nighttime here from afar because I'm actually liking this quite a lot. Look at that. Hello, my name is Uni, and welcome back to my 1.19 Let's Play series. And I am just doing a little panorama for you, just showcasing all the stuff we have from the top of this mountain, which we will be doing something on. But I just want to show you all the cool stuff. We have our Alpine Village, of course. A little bit a while ago, you saw the hexagon and then the ski resort as well. But today, we are going to build something right where I am standing. And in fact, what that something is an observatory, and we have all the materials already. I think they're in my shulker box here. I need to get more smooth sandstone, but this little spire right here is the middle of where the observatory is going to be. Now, why do I want to build it right here? Well, if you saw in the panorama we just did, you could see pretty much everything from here. But if we hop down here, you'll notice that we can see pretty much exactly where we were standing earlier. And in fact, hold on, I need to change something because I had my render distance up to 24 there and everything is getting a little bit laggy. So let's go ahead and let's put it back down to 16. I think that'll help us out quite a bit here. But as everything reloads, let's go ahead and check out the other side, which from that point that I was standing in the beginning should be right here. So let's go ahead and just stand here. And yeah, you'll see right there, this is where our little spire is. You can even see the top of the calcite there. So the idea is the observatory will go right smack on top of here, and you'll be able to see it not only from the hexagon, but also from the other side. And then if we're standing up there, you'll see everything that we built. And of course, we have our beautiful geologic folds here. We've got a future geologic thing going on over here sometime pretty soon. But of course, we do need to work on our hexagon city. So I believe that'll be the next episode. But for today, we have to start work on this observatory here because I have a really cool idea for it. I want to make a terraced entrance. Now what that means is I'm going to have a road going from the dam all the way up here. And ooh, I don't want to land into all this right here. This, I think, is powdered snow. Yeah, I don't want to get sunk in and have to worry about getting my boots all but dusted off and get warmed up by the fire. Oh God. Okay, there we go. Whew. I just got to follow all the snowpack here. Okay. Yes. Anyways, so if we go back up here, there's this little area here I want to fill in with, actually right here. Yeah, this is where I want to put a terrace and then another kind of layered terrace above it and then another one above that. And then right here will be the observatory. And thankfully, I know how to build a nice little dome, and I want to use this sandstone. I was going to use quartz earlier, but I decided against that because I felt like it would blend in with the snow too much. So we're going with a slightly more off-white color, and the smooth sandstone does the job there. But let's go ahead and start up with our first time lapse of the episode here because we got to get building this thing, and it is going to look really cool. Oh yeah, look at that. That is perfect. And let's go ahead and just zoom in on that. Ooh, yeah, like the dome shape going on and our nice terraces, of course. Let's go ahead and hop up into the sky and get a nice little flyby view of this thing. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Ooh, let's go ahead and go to bed because I think the sun is going down. But we also got to check out over here what is going on because I think we have a nice little view from the road itself. Yep, there it is. You can see it right on the horizon line, and it has a nice little outline of the terrace there, and then of course the actual dome itself. But this is just going to be something we get to look at from afar, and it will actually have some functionality. I mean, if you like looking at the sky in this game, that'll be fun. You'll be able to do that, I guess. But anyways, we have another project here to work on because if we have this observatory, how the heck are we going to get to it? And I'll tell you how that is. Since we have this dam here, we have this nice little area, and we should be able to have like a road. And the road is going to go all the way up here. It's going to loop into this wash and then go all the way up there and then come back around this way, and then it's going to end up that way. So if we come over here, you'll see it's going to go like that, then like that, and then like that. A nice big old switchback all the way up to the top here. And of course, we need to look at the terrace. I mean, we haven't even really described what's going on. I have some coral blocks, just kind of different textures going in and out. There's only two, but you saw in the time lapse, they were just the pink and the yellow one, I believe. It's either purple or pink, I forget. But we have a nice little like 3-layered terrace going on. Here's the entrance. The road is going to go right up to here, and there's going to be a little pathway. And then you just walk up this way. Of course, I forgot to put something there, but don't worry about it. It's all fine. And then we're going to have these doors turn into a nice little entrance that's going to go up into the actual observatory itself. And of course, like I mentioned before, we're going to work on a telescope in a little bit. But for now, we have another time lapse to do. Yeah, another one for you. And this time it's going to be a very windy, long one. All right, well, let's just have a bit of a flyby over here just to show off the side of the hill here. Oh, yeah, there we go. That is a windy road for sure. Go ahead and pop a little landing down on our dam here. And wow, alrighty. Yeah, this thing is starting to look a lot more like an infrastructure to our mountainside here. And the gravel on the sides is actually where the hill slope itself is being supported on the side. Now, what they usually do is they do like a road cutout, and then in the cutout, they will just put some sort of material to keep rock slides from happening and whatnot. And it's just kind of a way to strengthen the hill and make sure it doesn't collapse in on the road itself. But I might as well just walk the length of this road here and show you all the cool little features. I decided to make it about every 3 blocks, we go up by half a block itself. So it's kind of like a grade to the road, and it's a very casual sort of slope, not much of a steepness to it, and that's what I wanted. I wanted it to have like a switchback effect so that you could actually like go up the entire hill and then still have it be almost like, realistic. A car could drive up this. You wouldn't have to, shift it into like a quarter gear or something on a vehicle. But if we go right up here, you'll see there's nothing. We got snowed in, or at least that's the story for now. But don't worry, I will be making kind of like a little parking area for vehicles and whatnot. And oh my God, it is starting to turn nighttime. But now what we got to do is we got to go back up inside of the observatory to actually start work on the interior. All right, so here I am back inside the observatory itself. Now I need a way out. And I think if we go around this area right here, there is a way to actually kind of pop out of the wall here onto, oh yeah, there we go. And that's where the doors are. Perfect. I did plan this out properly. Cool. But as we watch the sunset here, we need to go ahead and make that little room down there, as well as buff out the interior here and get things going. So let's go ahead and make a tiny little room so that we can access the inside of our observatory. All right, well, it looks like we have a nice little entrance here, and my inventory, of course, is packed full still. I have to unload it now in this nice little hallway. We have a little entrance to the observatory where we will be unloading all of our inventory stuff. And so far, I have actually gone ahead and put up this wall of bookshelves here. Hopefully soon, once the new update comes out, we'll be able to put in the empty ones so that we can, actually put some literature in here, maybe write something, maybe a little goofy, funny joke or a serious little novel. But for now, we got to go ahead and start building our telescope here and then add in some features into the observatory here because we want to make it feel like we're actually in one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do our little fancy transition here. Let's find this little guy and just bop right into it. And there we go. Now we have a little bit of decoration going on. And of course, we have the telescope itself. Now this actually took quite a bit of designing, a little bit of time to make, but don't worry. We got it all figured out here. We have even an eyepiece that you can actually climb up to, sit in this little chair here, and then take a peek at the stars themselves. Now this thing right here, this is a counterbalance for the actual telescope, and it's a way to kind of like, you know, make this thing move smoothly around up and down as well on all three axes. And the reason that is important is because it needs to move with the stars, of course. Now, it doesn't really have to swivel like in our perspective here. It doesn't have to swivel like that. It just needs to go up and down. But the entire building itself is going to swivel, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Now, this, of course, is a guardrail to keep anyone out from the area in case they do have, like, let's say, a tour going on, in which case I would need to put a rope here, but we are VIP, so don't worry about that. Now, this, of course, is the star mapping area. There is no way to actually put any any item frames down because I have a little backsplash here, but whatever. I don't really care too much. It looks nice. I might even add some vines or something in here. And then right here, of course, we have the brewing stand for our coffee and brew, of course. We have a bunch of these shelves, which, by the way, I need to mention this, and I saved one of them for this example. Now, when you make these shelves, what do you usually do? You pop them down, boom, you're done, right? No, not exactly. If you want to make it a little bit more realistic, I would recommend sort of going like that. And the reason that is much more realistic is because the actual boards are now lengthwise instead of widthwise. So it kind of makes an actual sort of thing where these are actually being laid out and planked all the way across, instead of, like, let's say what we had before, wherein we just have them like this. It's not structurally sound. These might, you know, cave in and then everything will plop to the ground. So the idea is to make these more realistic, just put them like that. And of course, we can't forget to mention the actual viewing area here. If you don't want to look through the telescope, you can just look straight outside. And obviously there's the sunset itself, as we had mentioned before. But this is pretty much it for today on the telescope room itself and the observatory. There is, however, one last thing we have to do. Of course, by the way, filing cabinets. Got to have those star charts organized and prepared for when, you know, you need to track like maybe a comet or something. But now we have to go out here because this entire area is very bare. And I kind of want to give it like not a cafe feel, but more of like a, you know, sit down Vista Point kind of feel where you can have a snack, you're visiting for a little bit. You know, you want to kick back and relax instead of being inside the crowded observatory. So let's go ahead and just make something up real quick. I'm just gonna do it right now. In fact, no fancy transitions. We're just gonna do it right here. And there we go. Not much to it. All right, cool. We now have ourselves a nice little fancy outdoor patio area for the observatory. And it's all decked out. Everything is pretty much done. I have quite a mess to go ahead and organize here, but let's not worry about that. Let's not think about the details too much here because this is pretty much it for the episode today. I'll take care of all the messy organization later and whatnot, but now we have this nice little area with a nice seating spot for when you want to look over here at the hexagon, or maybe you want to turn over here and look out towards the village. I don't have my render distance up, actually. I'm realizing that right now. There we go. I'm taking a bit of a sacrifice here on the FPS, but here we are. We now have a nice, great view of everything around us. And of course, we have a nice little warming fireplace here for when we want to get our little toesies nice and warm. We have a spring that we have a water source for, and we can actually dip a little thing into and take a little gulp here, but I don't have a water bottle, so we'll just have to pretend we have that. And then, of course, all these little bushes here and there. I need to add some more stuff, actually, now that I think about it. There we go. We'll add that and that. There. All right, nice. So we have a little bit of plant life, of course. Some nice little eating spots where we can sit down and enjoy the view, of course. And then over here, another little viewpoint for the hexagon. And then over here, up on this spot over there, we have one last viewpoint. There we go, of the surrounding mountainscape. And of course, I just want to go back in and enjoy the view for the stars, but we have to wait till nighttime here. You know what? Psych! I am actually not going to do that quite yet. We want to go ahead and check out everything at nighttime here from afar because I'm actually liking this quite a lot. Look at that. Ooh, that might even be a thumbnail right there, but you know what? I need to actually kill this creeper over here because I need more gunpowder. So let's just take care of him real quick. All right, cool. Now let's go ahead and do a nice little fly through here because I like the way this looks so much. And, oh, I am ready to go inside. And, of course, check out what it looks like from within. Let's just put our gunpowder away. I got to land this really nicely. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's like I'm a professional or something. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But, you know, we get in our little chair here. We take a little seat. We have a peek through the telescope here. And you know what? Nah, I'm just kidding. We're going to go ahead and end off right here. Oh, God. Well, this is not the exact way I should be ending. But, whatever, you know. But anyways, my name is Uni. Thank you so much for watching this episode today. I am jogging it out. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys next time.